Okay, my portion I'm going to discuss about bee conservatories, and hopefully y'all are taking notes as we're giving our lessons. Let's see if I can pull it back up. Okay, before I start, does anyone know what a conservatory is? Conservatory. Has anyone heard of a conservatory? Nope. Annabelle? No. Kayla? Genesis? Nariah? See if I can share my. It keeps muting me. It says muted by a host. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. I'm just trying to get Nariah to talk. I'm not clicking.
Oh, I don't know what conservatory means.
Oh, you raised your hand. I thought you were trying to tell Miss Marquita what conservatory meant. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the website. 5. Go back. Okay, give me a second. There it is. Okay, while my computer is pulling up, there it is. It's going way back. Okay, this is what a honeybee conservatory looks like, where they're trying to save and rescue bees. They're trying to save as many bees as they can. Can anyone tell me the importance of bees? Why is it important to save bees? You can put it in your chat. Why is it important to save bees?
Annabelle, you want to talk?
Okay, Evan.
The importance of bees is because they can help us keep reproducing our crops.
Okay. Anyone else? To continue reproducing crops? Anyone else?
Can I say
speak? You put it in your chat.
What I like about honeybees is that if you have allergies and you eat honey from your area, it helps you adapt to your area around it, and your allergies aren't as bad.
And the honey, I was going to say the honey helps with sinus allergies.
Yes.
Nariah has her hand raised.
Okay, Nariah.
I think it helps because I think without bees, how will our plants flourish? And how will they help the plants survive? If we don't have plants, it's just the food chain, it just messes up the whole food web, because if we don't have plants, we don't have animals. If we don't have animals, what is going to feed us?
Okay, good.
And that's how I see it.
Okay, so I have that they continue to help crops reproduce, that they help with allergies by producing the honey, and that it helps continue the food web. Okay, we're going to continue with the conservatory. Good job, guys. So this is what one looks like. It has a lot of plants for the bees. What's important is that the plants are those type of plants that specifically attract bees, because bees, there are some plants that don't attract them. So it has to be a plant that attracts bees. And the impact of a conservatory is that 10 million bees are protected. Over 747,000 people are impacted. 308 bee homes are distributed, and 44 states plus Canada have benefited from bee conservatories. And it says down here, going on with what Miss G was talking about, there are over 4,000 different species of bees that are native in North America alone, and only 1 in 4 is at risk of extinction. 1 in 4 of those bees is at risk of extinction or dying and never coming back. So that's why bee conservatories are important.
Evan, you have a question?
Evan?
Yes.
Go ahead.
If bees die, how come we can't use the other pollen?
I couldn't hear you, Evan. I'm trying to find you.
If bees die, how come we can't use the other?
Because that's the bees grow. Go ahead, Miss Linda.
I just wanted to make sure you said, so if bees die, why can't we use other pollinators?
Like butterflies?
Well, butterflies are very good at using the same flowers that bees use. So when you plant these flowers, butterflies and bees will come. Mm-hmm. But maybe Miss Marquita knows the answer to that question.
So that's a good question. I never thought about that. But when you think about bees produce honey also, which is good for animals and human consumption, like Ms. Linda said earlier, for allergies. So bees are another function besides pollinating. That's a good question, Evan.
They also make our candles because they make beeswax.
Yep.
They also make lip balm, so you can have lip balm.
Mm-hmm. And bees also have a longer lifespan than butterflies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they can last longer to pollinate a little bit longer and further distances than butterflies. There's not as many predators for bees as there are for butterflies. So they're a little bit more hardy and long lasting. And besides the fact that if you want things spreading pollen, you want as many opportunities to spread pollen as possible. So when you lose the bees and you only leave it to the butterflies, your pollen distribution and growth of plants is going to decrease big time.
And butterflies are having the same problem that bees are having. They're being exterminated. Butterflies are very sensitive to pesticides being sprayed. Butterflies are also food. They are food for birds, where bees aren't.
Right.
Plus, the butterflies, they migrate. Okay, and they've got a long trip to fly. A lot of butterflies migrate. So butterflies got a really tough life already. And then if they have to pick up the work of bees, it could be really tough on them.
I think someone else had a question that has stars. Someone else had a question.
Evan, that was a really good question.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Someone down here had a question. It says star. I don't know the name.
Let me look.
Right, was that you that had a question?
It says Galaxy J7 star.
Oh, that's Janaya. Janaya, do you have a question, baby? Unmute.
There you go.
Because it decides because worker bees, if they use their stinger, they die.
Yes.
So it decides if they use their stinger. So I would say, like, bees do live longer, but it decides if they use their stinger.
You're exactly right about that. And the cool thing is drone bees don't have stingers at all. The drones that stay there. The queen bee does have a stinger, but you're exactly right. And that's why people tell people the bees are more afraid of you than you are of them. They don't set out to sting people because if they sting somebody, they're going to die, right? Mm-hmm. But it's their self-defense mechanism. So if they have to do it, they have to.
They're all about saving their family.
Okay, now I'm getting ready to close. This is my last question. I need everyone to respond. So I need all responses from the students. And you're going to answer the question. Kevin, you got me off track. How can we save, like you and me, how can we save, or what can we do to help save bees in our own backyards? That's a hint. What can we do to help save our own bees? Go ahead and put it in your chat. Also, I want you to think about, while you're answering, think about careers as you get older, careers in being a bee farmer. So we need a lot of bee farmers.
Yes, and you don't have to pay taxes on your property. It's ag exempt.
Yep.